All right, what is going on, guys? I know it's a Wednesday. I know I don't normally post on Wednesdays, and this is a little bit of a weird, out of the normal post. However, I did actually get a request to make a video, and I thought that this video would only make sense today because the situation it goes over is fairly recent. In fact, it's basically only been known about for like a day. So I hope I'm not pronouncing this guy's name wrong, but Wadman or Wadman, they have suggested a video that I talk about a YouTuber named Totally Not Mark. And this guy is kind of like an anime review or like anime commentary. He basically goes over and talks about anime, different series, different movies, different, just everything like that. And I guess he makes a couple other videos, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not big into his channel. I'm not really even big into anime. But I did go ahead and look into this situation because I did want to talk about it. And I did see a little bit of stuff on it yesterday, but my video had already gone up yesterday. And so I wasn't, I was just going to kind of leave it on the back burner, maybe make a video later, but I am going to talk about this now. So basically, he got over 150 of his videos, which he calculated to be about 3 years of his work, taken down for copyright reasons by Toei. I think it's like Toei or Toei Animations, which I'm sure many people don't know what that is, but if you're more of, the typical person that's not big into anime, such as myself, if you're like not into that, then that is the company that makes animes such as Dragon Ball, which is, something I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with. So basically, any video he made covering Dragon Ball or any of the other animes that this Toei Animation Company produced, they have basically taken down his videos on those. And that's, as a YouTuber myself, and as somebody who hasn't even hit 150 videos uploaded, there's a good chance I've never even made 150 videos, those being my unreleased videos as well as my ones that are out there on the internet. That's insane. And yes, I do upload twice a week, so this would be like a year and a half of content in my particular situation, but 3 years of content for him since he only uploads once a week. That's insane. And it's all YouTube's copyright system and YouTube's algorithms, which we've discussed on this channel before. And he actually made a really good point towards the end of his video. Now, this point that he made at the end of his video was, why is YouTube putting time and effort into removing certain aspects of its website, such as the dislike button, which he and I agree that most people on and using the website did not want removed, when instead they let stuff like what happened to his channel slide completely under the radar with their terrible review and terrible copyright system. Their system is terrible. It is probably the main reason why something like this could happen to a channel such as his. He's not the largest YouTuber on the planet. In fact, I'll link his video down below in the description of this one so you can go check it out. But if you go check it out at the time of recording, it's only on about 500,000 views, and he only has about 600,000 subscribers. Now, just to put that into reference, other YouTubers that have talked about him, such as Critical, have gotten 1.7 million views as the time of recording on their videos about him. So overall, he's not one of the bigger channels on YouTube. He's still fairly small. No, he's not as small as me or many other just starting out creators on the platform. However, he is fairly small. He doesn't have a lot of weight to throw around on YouTube. He doesn't even have a channel manager that I'm aware of, which if you're not aware of what a channel manager is, it's essentially somebody that has direct connection to YouTube. Like they work for YouTube and they're given to you as a creator once you pass a certain point. And then this allows you to have a little bit more weight in saying, hey, why is this happening to my videos? What's going on? You need to talk this out and work this out for me. And then that's how a lot of things get resolved with bigger channels. That's also one of the main reasons why they tend to have a lot more freedom in exploring the limits of the rules, which what Mark was doing here was not even exploring the limits of the rules. From my understanding, almost everything he's done is completely fair use, and there's no reason it should have been taken down. And he's gone through now, I guess that this has actually been an issue for weeks on his end. And he's gone through with the review process for like 6 videos, I think he said, or something, or maybe even less. And he's gotten those ones back up. But that is because you have to go through an incredibly difficult process that it does not favor you in any way. Basically, the process to get a video put back up on YouTube or to remove the copyright claim from it, whether it's a just or an unjust copyright claim, you have to go through a pretty extensive process with YouTube where you have to, one, create an appeal, and then I believe that it goes back to the person who made the claim, and they're supposed to watch and reevaluate if their claim is truthful or not, which typically, if you're making a claim on a video, yeah, you're going to say it's truthful, and you're probably not going to watch the video. Then that leads into a strike, I believe, on your channel, and you can make another appeal. But if this other appeal goes through, it's basically the same thing. And so then you move on to the third stage. And in the third stage, essentially, that is where you enter the court, and that's where you enter the legal process with your video. Basically, it gets sent back again for the third time for the person to watch, and they can either say within 15 days, yes, this stands, we're going to proceed forward with like a defense and stuff like that, or, a lawsuit, or it's going to go unnoticed and then finally your video will get put up. But that's after, depending on how long the company lets stuff stand or the person, it's going to just take a long time to get any videos back, let alone in Mark's case of 150 videos or more. That's going to take forever. In fact, he said that it would take him into his 60s before he got all 150 of those videos back. And that's ridiculous. I mean, that is completely ridiculous that all of your work for 3 years can get thrown away like that. And especially it being something that he cares about. If it was like, for instance, a lot of my videos where most of them are on topics that I don't really care about, but that I like to talk about and just make a video about and have it be entertaining on the internet for whoever wants to watch it. Maybe somebody who's watching it does care about that topic a lot more than me. But however, you take down 1 or 2 of my videos, chances are it's not going to be a big deal to me unless it's something I'm really passionate about, like my Reddit Review Thursday series. Outside of that, if you take down my typical Tuesday videos, it's not a big deal. However, in Mark's situation, you can tell that anime means a lot to him, and not in the way of the cringy, like, Discord people who, go crazy and fuck body pillows with anime characters on it. No. it's like a deep sentimental thing to him. He really cares about anime. He doesn't take it to a creepy level. It's something that he just genuinely enjoys as a pastime. Same as maybe you or me might enjoy something like video games over anime or something else. For example, I love Formula One. If I made a Formula One video and it got taken down, I would be kind of upset, especially if it came from Formula One, a company that I put a lot of respect into. To see that level of respect not reflected on me, who's trying to make a video in review of what they put out, it's really disrespectful, and it would really hit hard. And it obviously has for Mark. He's obviously not, he's not exactly furious at the company, like, oh my God, what an awful company. It's more of just a like, what the hell? Like, this is stupid. Especially after he said that the company reached out to him as a promotion tool. Like, they actually wanted him to promote stuff for them. And that in itself is just like, wow. That it's completely hypocritical and completely contradictory to go to somebody who's made videos using your content, but not really using your content under fair use, something that in the commentary community is very highly used every day and has taken attacks before through many different YouTubers. But to make a video on a company in fair use, using their content, but fairly, in a legal sense, in a moral sense, in every sense, for them to then say, oh, your videos on us are cool, would you please promote this thing? And then them turn their backs and say, never mind, we're taking down a ton of it. 3 years of your work, 150 videos. That's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous for the company to do that to a YouTuber such as him, especially around Christmas time, like he said, and somebody like him who has a team of people who work on his videos and who, you know, are with him as employees and rely on his videos and him to do well for them to get paid, for them to support their families. So this issue goes deeper than just Mark himself. It not only affects Mark and his family and his Christmas, having a ton of income taken from you like that. It goes deeper into, I'm not sure how many employees he actually employs, but it affects each and every one of them in their own separate ways. It takes away money that they thought that they might have for Christmas, because Mark, of course, can't get that money that he thought he would have for Christmas either. And it's a terrible situation overall. It's a horrible situation. It's horrible for Mark, and it's horrible that YouTube lets this go under their radar without addressing it. And chances are they won't really address it fully, and they won't do anything about it for months until there's a ton of outrage towards it, which maybe it'll happen because I have seen some okay coverage on this from bigger creators. So maybe YouTube will push in a little quicker and try and get this fixed for him, even though it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Maybe YouTube will work a little quicker, but this is very similar to what we saw with YBR. It's just YouTube letting people, and in YBR's case, forcing people off of their platform. You're letting Mark over here get almost removed from the YouTube platform, his way of life, his career, his passion. You're letting him almost get kicked off of the platform by an outside company making false copyright claims, to my knowledge. And, this is like YBR, where YouTube forces him off for being a quote-unquote terrorist, when it's like, where is the evidence for that? In 2 videos he made forever ago that were, in fact, making fun of games that promoted terrorism, that is just wrong. It's wrong that YouTube can just do this to its creators, because YouTube is not like your typical social media at this point. YouTube and Twitch have ascended almost above your typical social media of, oh yeah, I made an account, I do some stupid shit on here, I post my vacations and whatever, that's it. YouTube and Twitch are a genuine stream of income for a lot of people, and not only through sponsorships, but through YouTube and Google Ads itself. Obviously Google AdSense is what pays most of these content creators, and for Twitch, it's obviously donations and other stuff like that. But it's ridiculous to be a platform that people make their career, and not one or two huge people on the platform, but a good chunk of the channels that is their career. And it's ridiculous that it is that easy to disrupt their entire career, or in some cases end their entire career, just because of a copyright claim, or just because of them violating terms of service that when they made that video were not even in the terms of service. It's just ridiculous from YouTube. It's not something that I wouldn't expect. And if anything, now I have something to fear being a smaller creator talking this bad on YouTube. Because for all I know, in their terms of service, they could say you can't talk bad on YouTube. Who knows? So it really is just a problem with all of YouTube, and I deeply feel for Mark here. He is just another small channel that has been brutally disturbed by YouTube's lack of care for its smaller YouTubers and its community that flies under the 1 million subscriber mark. It's ridiculous, it's unfair, and it's wrong. They are very aware of channels like Mark, or at least they should be. They send out letters along with your play buttons. That should mean, yeah, hey, we're YouTube, we recognize your channel. If anything, that's what a play button should be. It shouldn't just be this plaque you hang up on your wall because you surpassed a certain amount of subscribers. It should be, this is us, YouTube, realizing you as a channel, and we will protect you in the future. In my opinion, they should, take a little bit better care of those people in their community that they give play buttons to. It's ridiculous to give an award for something that you don't even truly know as a company. There's no way people like Susan and higher-ups at YouTube have any idea who 90% of those channels are that get those play buttons. They know probably I don't even know, 14, 15 channels up there that are the top of the fucking ladder. People like PewDiePie, Anthony Padilla from Smosh, just huge channels, or ones that blow up and make mainstream attention, like Corpse Husband, which who even knows if they actually know about Corpse Husband? Overall, this is just YouTube blatantly ignoring issues that go on their channel. I feel terrible for Mark. I feel terrible for all of his employees who are going to obviously feel the hit from this this untrue copyright claim hellfire that has been brought onto his channel. It's a little ridiculous. I feel terrible for him, of course. I feel terrible for all of his employees. And I feel terrible for any smaller YouTuber that goes through issues like this, because it's becoming more and more of a common trend for some reason, rather than less and less of a common trend in the way that it should. As YouTube grows bigger, it should become better for its creators, not worse. And this is another case showing that it has become worse. It is showing that large corporations such as Toei Animation, or even stuff like Stephen Colbert, who use clips that were very similar to Mark's, and saw zero backlash from it. It shows how much YouTube favors the big corporations and not the average creator, which is what YouTube is made for. TV stations and TV networks and streaming services and stuff like that, those are the platforms that are there for large corporations, not YouTube. YouTube, at the end of the day, will always be a social media that should be there as a social media. It should be a place for the average person to post what they want to post, as long as it is not something incredibly out of like this space of decency. As long as it's not outside of that, YouTube should be okay with that. And if they are not, then why do they let their bigger corporation channels go ahead with that stuff that would not be okay on any smaller or any personal channel on YouTube? So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about That's Not Mark, or is that what I forgot his channel name. I've been talking for a while here, and I do not script my videos, which, some people say, not a great thing. But okay, no, found it. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say on Totally Not Mark. As always, thank you for the suggestion in the comments, because I really, I'm glad I made this video. I definitely said a lot of points that I want to get said and that should get said on YouTube. And if this helps out Mark in any way, which who knows if it really will, he is definitely a big creator in his own right. But if this does reach him or help him in any way, I'm glad that I could help him with his battle against YouTube. And that's really it. Just a weird little Wednesday video. It is a little bit of a long one, but yeah, like I said, I am glad I got to say what I wanted to say. And of course, thank you to Wadman or Wadman, however you pronounce it. You can let me know in the comments. Thank you for this video suggestion. It's been a really fun one to research, to look into, and it's been a really fun one to talk about because it does almost parallel YBR, somebody who I've seen great success in trying to help and expose his situation to more and more people. So if I can do that with this also, I highly appreciate the comment telling me to take a look at this. So thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. There will be a video to Totally Not Mark's original video talking about this situation, so you can hear all of his information coming straight from him. That will be down in the description. As always, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys with a Reddit Review Thursday. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe and like button, because it means a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Goodbye.